Jeremiah, go ahead.
Oh, we don't need
Go ahead.
Okay, cool. Cormac, I want to ask you, what kind of helped you kind of continue to get back on track that second half? You had the stretch of 3 straight threes. What helped you kind of get back into rhythm?
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing is just the guys around me and the coaching staff just always having confidence in me and with myself. You know, I know I'm a great shooter. They know I'm a great shooter. And I'm not going to make every shot, but, you know, playing with that confidence, and especially when your back's up against the wall a little bit, it's really important. And I think not only myself, but the group, like we really showed a lot of fight and toughness coming out of halftime, not just physically, but mentally, to kind of step up and take big shots and make shots. And that's, at the end of the day, you know, the thing that I can do best to help this team is make shots. And, you know, at the end of the day, you gotta put points on the board. And, you know, we had a tremendous second half, scoring the ball and defending, but I know that there's a lot of the guys that have my back, and that makes it easy for me.
You guys, hang on. There's a lot of noise in the hall. If you could get a little closer to the mic, too, that would help everybody. Thank you.
And just as a follow-up, I mean, can you, can you take us to that big block you had in the first half? I think it was the guy was going up for the layup. You had sensed it out of bounds. Can you take us through that a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was in transition. I forget who was ahead of me. They made a play on the ball, which, you know, kind of made him get a little tangled up, and I just came in and contested the shot.
Hubert, what was your message at halftime after kind of I don't know if you can hear it, message at halftime after a sloppy kind of first half?
You know, it's just have to respond. You know, I challenged them because you know, I just didn't feel like we were playing our best on both ends of the floor, and just to challenge them to be better. And the change in the second half was 100% them. Just the energy and the effort defensively. I thought they did a really good job contesting shots. In the first half, they shot 60% from the field. And I mean, that's hard to do that by yourself with nobody guarding you in the gym. In the second half, it started off defensively, then we rebounded the basketball. And then offensively, we were taking really good shots and just executing on the offensive end. And then we started to find a lot of confidence when Harrison and Cormac were hitting shots, and we just took it from there.
I know you would not prefer it to be this way, but what's the value of some early season adversity, maybe not playing as well as you hope, to learn from that and build, you know, just respond to it, have the opportunity to respond?
Well, it is. This is the first time that I've been with this team to see if they would respond. They responded the first 4 games. You know, it was. We were behind in the first half against Radford. We ended up going into halftime up 5. Against Lehigh, they cut it to 3 in our responses. We ended up winning big, and we were down at halftime, and they responded. And so that gives me great confidence as a coach that they can and they will respond. And one of the things that we talked about is putting 2 halves together. And so that's the growth for us is to put 2 halves together.
Harrison, just for you personally, what was the feeling like as you guys got started in the second half? And it was like a 16-1 run, like the first 4 minutes when Cormac got hot, and then I think it was 32-6 at one point. I mean, you're screaming and yelling, just like did it feel like the floodgates were finally sort of opening?
Yes, sir, for sure. I mean, for me, playing North Carolina is still a dream. I mean, it's North Carolina, the biggest basketball program in the country. As Coach talked about at halftime, we had to turn up our defensive intensity, so we started pressing a little bit more, making their point guard get uncomfortable, not letting them catch the ball, making their big man bring up the court. And I mean, just off the court, we all really like each other as chemistry. So when Cormac's scoring, when RJ's hitting threes, I feel like I'm hitting it myself. Like I'm celebrating with them, celebrating with my teammates. At the end of the day, we do it together.
What have you been telling Cormac to try to keep him in it, since he's had a little bit of a slow start from 3? I mean, I know you guys, you see you encouraging each other out there. Like, what have you been telling him?
First of all, I'm going to say this. Cormac is a basketball player. There's 50,000 things that he does to help our team out. One of them is his ability to shoot. But he does so much for us in terms of leadership, defense, passing, rebounding. So to talk about a slow start and to characterize it only because of shooting, I just coming from a guy that when I played, people just focused on the shot and other things that I could do to help the team. I'm just sticking up for my guys.
I just meant
See
the
how
encouragement.
easy it is to have confidence. You got a guy like that.
I just meant the encouragement about the shooting.
I know.
Hubert. I wasn't saying you were doing anything else.
I'm bringing my own insecurities
We're
into
about to
this.
fight.
I apologize.
I mean,
It's all love.
I know it is. It's all love.
Coach, Harrison had a.
okay, I'll go ahead.
Thank you.
Basically, he's a wise guy. I mean, he's older than me, so him just giving me confidence whenever I have bad shooting practices or bad practices or something like that. I'm not bringing the energy that I like to bring because I'm an energy guy. I like to get everybody going, and he'll text me every once in a while, just keep going, and he did that throughout. Even though y'all say, I mean, y'all go bad shooting days, his bad shooting days, he still texted me the game after, like, good game, keep shooting, keep working, and no matter what, he stayed down.
Coach, Ingram had a good shooting night, but his most important shot to me was in the first half, down 10-2, and he bullied his way into the paint, got the basket. How important is his physicality compared to when last year we had a little bit more of a finesse style play? How important is his physicality to the team makeup?
Well, I mean, Harrison, has the ability to play multiple positions, so it's a very difficult matchup because of his athleticism and his strength. You put a smaller guy on, you see that he has the ability to be able to score on the block, but he can also handle the basketball, pass, and shoot the ball from three. You put a bigger defender on him, he can play comfortably out on the perimeter. So I'm glad he's on our team.
You two guys are big breakout games today, but you were portal guys. You've been around. Why did it take you so long to get to Carolina?
That's a great question. I want to hear this.
I don't know what took so long, but I'm sure happy I'm here.
Same here. I mean, having Coach Davis as the head coach, I love it.
For both you guys, what during a trip like this, all week kind of together, traveling, what have you all learned about each other? Maybe that you didn't know before. It could be something little or big, but what stands out just about the team bonding on a trip like this?
For me, it's just everybody talks a lot. Everybody's always chatting, whether we're in the room, whether we're in the meeting room, whether we're outside, we're always hanging out. It's not manufactured. It's people just in general. We go eat, we all go eat together. We go out, we all go out together. We're playing video games, watching the games, we're all doing it together.
Anything on your end?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we're not learning anything new because we've been doing this for months now. It's not like we needed a foreign trip to really bond together. We've been doing it in Chapel Hill. We've been doing it in the Bahamas, and we'll continue to do it wherever we go next.
Hubert, what were your thoughts on getting Seth in the starting lineup, and then the lineup to What were your thoughts on getting Seth in the lineup to start today, and then you switched it up a little bit to start the second half too with Jalen?
Yeah, I just it wasn't anything deeper than Seth. From a defensive standpoint, his athleticism, his ability to guard, and with Northern Iowa's their ability to be able to shoot and move the ball. I felt like starting the game, that was a lineup that I wanted to look at. And then in the second half, I felt what we needed is Harrison at the three, and then bringing Jay Witt there, that's four, and that gave us a big lineup, and as well as an athletic lineup that we could switch a number of those ball screens and DHOs. So I felt like it put us in a better position defensively in terms of getting a rebound and being able to get out into the break. And so nothing more than that.
To go off of Andrew's question a little bit for I guess Harrison and Cormac, what has the Bahamas trip been like? Like, what are some of the things that have kind of stuck out to you about obviously this whole area, and just kind of what has the whole experience been like for you guys?
It's been fun. I mean, it's been great. It's a blessing to be able to come down here and play in an event like this. It's such a beautiful location. I think at the end of the day, our focus is that it's a business trip. And so, we play a game today, we'll play a game tomorrow, and we'll play a game Friday. And being able to stay focused is our priority, and it's something I think we're really good at. We've got a lot of disciplined guys who know when to dial it back, have fun, enjoy, the warm weather, and, spending time with our families, but also being able to kind of lock in and really focus on the task at hand. We have a quick turnaround for tomorrow, and we're going to be ready for it.
But to add on to what he said, we got here like 3 days early, so we were able to enjoy like the scenic views, go to the beach, and go to the water park. But then ever since about Monday night and Tuesday, we've been locked in just on hoops, just trying to get 3 games and win this whole tournament.
Anybody else?
I got one for
Last two, Andrew, then Adam.
Hubert, Elliott's best game today. Elliott Cadeau's best game so far of the season. What did you see from him that you liked, and just that progression, little by little, he's made in the
Well,
past?
I thought in the second half he was really good defensively. I thought he did a good job of keeping his man in front of him. So from that standpoint, I was really proud of him. And then on the offensive end, I thought he was making, one of the things, not just for him, for the entire team, we always talk about making the easy play. And I felt like Elliott really did that. He was making the easy play, whether it's just a simple bounce pass or him shooting a three. He's really special. He's extremely talented, and he's getting better each day.
Adam, last one.
Hubert, it's not a stat you can track or that Ken Pom would have, but is the fire of this team, does it go up a couple levels, maybe more than you've had recently? I'm thinking about the first half with the shot clock violations you forced them into, and Jalen Washington's pushing a guy, it's like, I mean, where did that come from? There's a fire that looks like you guys have that you can maybe call on a little bit.
No, they do. This is a group that instinctively is very competitive. Our practices are really spirited, and so they compete. They like competing, and after what we did in the first half, the second half, all of them were ready to go, and so I knew that they would respond in that way.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.